Peace, family. Peace, 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 peace. All right. So, oh my goodness. I feel when I'm doing these videos, it feels like therapy to me. It feels like therapy to me. Is like I'm celebrating myself because it's times where as though I'm afraid. So first off, if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Dina Bryant. I do these inspirational videos, just talking about things I've been through, gone through, and grew through. And so today's video is about me being afraid, but still showing up for myself. So in life, a lot of times we are afraid to do certain things because the ego is like loud. You know, we hear certain things when we was children, and whenever we tend to want to do something, at times we get afraid to do it, and also the story that we telling ourselves. So one of the things that I am excited and I'm celebrating myself is this morning, okay, my youngest daughter, she had to get her pictures taken today. And it was a part of me that was like, all right, I could just order the pictures online, because by the time we, went to the bus stop, the bus was on its way. So I was like, all right, the money didn't hit my account yet. So I could just order the pictures online, right? And then it was a part of me that was like, no, challenge yourself. Call the school and ask them what time will her pictures be, taken. And I called the school and I was like so nervous, right? And I'm thinking, I'm like, don't overthink it. Don't just jump into it and do it. So without hesitation, I called the school and I'm asking the lady, like, what time my daughter's pictures is going to be taken, taken, whatever. And the lady goes and she's, checking and stuff like that. And while I'm on hold, I'm excited because I'm like, damn, like you doing it, you stepping out of your comfort zone. And it's so funny because today's video actually was supposed to be something different, but it's like the universe always come through and give me content to talk about. So I was excited about that I took, didn't listen to my ego. I just did what needed to be done. And one of the things that I was thinking about when I called my youngest daughter's school was I was thinking about her, right? I was thinking about my youngest daughter and, me speaking up for her, me not wanting her to feel left out, and all these different things. So I was excited about that. Then another thing happened to me. So I am part of this mastermind program. And the mastermind program came about from when I was involved with Bob Proctor's program, okay, the Proctor Gallagher Institute, right? And so if you guys don't know who Bob Proctor is, he was part of The Secret, and he has so many different programs, whereas though he talk about, paradigm, okay? And paradigm is basically habits that we tend to do on a day in and day out basis. And a lot of times we don't even know why we do those things. And if you're unaware, you'll just keep on doing it. And one of the things Bob Proctor talked about was think why you do some of the stuff that you do. And so the mastermind program, the mastermind group is every Wednesday, like 6:30 in the morning. And I was telling myself like all these different things. So last week I missed the mastermind group, and it was basically, so in the mastermind group, okay, is everybody take a chance to lead the group, okay? And the last mastermind group I was a part of, we never did this, right? We never, everybody took a chance. It was just basically the two people who came up with the mastermind group, they will always run a group. And I stopped joining that group. And so I joined another group, another mastermind group. And what I seen was, right, I felt uncomfortable running a group. right? So it was a part of me that was like, well, is it really you uncomfortable running a group? Or is it because you don't like getting up at 6:30 in the morning? Because the mastermind group it starts at 6:30 in the morning. And so what happened today was one of the ladies who is a part of the mastermind group, she had sent an email, and I'm still a part of the email list, because at first I was like, you know what, I'm not even gonna join no more, okay, because it's challenging, whatever. So this morning I had seen one of the people that's a part of the mastermind group send an email, and the time was 3:33. Okay, that was one. So if you guys if you new to this channel, to my channel, I talk about 333 a lot. I talk about 111. And basically that's just the universe speaking to you. And the numbers, they mean something. I can't think off top what 333 means, but it means something. And so the lady who's part of the group, let's just say her name is Christina. So Christina sends an email out, and she's like, oh, I'm sorry I had to cancel this morning. She's like, because I know how important it is, to show up. And in that moment, as I'm reading the email, my ego is like, girl, she talking about you because you haven't shown up, right? And then is a part of me that's like, all right, you have one or two choices, right? Because this is what I did. Okay, honey, I moved that email to spam, okay? And I was like, you know what? I don't have to hear, what they say, through the emails and stuff like that. And she probably wasn't even, I don't even think she was even talking about me. But even if she was, it was a good thing, because it allowed me to see that at times when I'm afraid to step into it, right? And so I put the email on spam, and then I'm like, if you quit this, like, what else would you quit, right? And so I send an email to her. Well, I think it was to the whole group. And I was like, basically, I appreciate, this email. And the truth of the matter is, I never led a group. And I was thinking about all the things, like, when I was a child, how I would be told, I get the cat by the tail, right? Like, it's times where as though I get things wrong. And so in that instant, when a group told me to lead the group, it was like, first, I didn't even know how to do it. And then second, I didn't have the paper that we supposed to read. And so I sent the email, and I'm like, my ego and the truth of the matter, I was afraid. And, so I just explained to them exactly what it is that I was going through. And here I am, I'm on a bus, and I'm like, you know what, you need to send this email. And I sent the email. And one of the things that I said was, I really don't like getting up at 6:30 in the morning. And I never did read, a group or whatever it is like that. And so it's not for us to beat ourselves up. It's for us to be aware of the things that we tend to do. And it's so funny, because as I'm telling this story, I'm thinking about when I had my spiritual awakening, right? When I became aware of the illusions. And I remember I was like, I want to get people out the matrix. And I often say that I never knew that the universe would have such an amazing sense of humor, whereas though it's like, all right, in order for you to teach somebody, or in order for you to try to get somebody out, like, you got to go through these things. And it feels so good. At times, is scary. At times is you're not wanting to do it. But that's where change come in at, right? Because change is not made to be comfortable. Change is for you to be uncomfortable. And if we know how to do something over and over and over again, right, then are we really growing? And one of the things my mentor always would say, which was Bob Proctor, one of my mentors, Bob Proctor, he would say is either you creating or disintegrating. There's no, in between. It's either you getting better or you getting worse. And so I just wanted to share this video with you guys. Make sure you rock it out. Make sure you are living your life, and it is okay to be afraid. When you are afraid, that means you doing something different, right? It means that you're not doing the same exact thing. So at times I know we look at fear as a bad thing, but it's actually a good thing because it's leveling us up, right? It's making us grow. And is either you creating or disintegrate. And so with that being said, I hope you guys got something from this video. A part of me felt like I was like all over, but I just really wanted to get the video out and help somebody that is probably going through something and know they need to do that thing and just afraid to do it. So I will share my stories with you guys. I will be very transparent with you. And at first I was like, I don't know if I should do this video because, it's like that happened with the mastermind group. And am I using it for content? All these different things, right? And so, it's like, that is content, right? Like, how could you teach somebody something that you're not doing? So, is always about being aware. And so with that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next one.